What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. We are back at Copart for another Copart walk around. Let's jump into this video today and see what we can find. How about a really crashed SLK? These things are little 4-cylinders, man, and they're pretty cool. Actually, this is an SLK 55, so scratch that. I was misinformed. I saw it, and every time I see one of these, I think of the little, whoa, let me not fall here. The little 230 compressors or whatever, you know. This is a big one. This is a big one, an SLK 55 AMG. Unfortunately, she took a pretty gnarly hit to the front and the back. So we're not going to be interested in this, but I saw it and I had to stop and look at it. Now, in the last video, I did a lot of trucks, and I'm going to try to avoid that this time. I don't want to overrun you guys with pickup trucks, but I did see something over here that I just wanted to take a quick peek at, because again, this is something that could work out really well. This is interesting because it looks like just a plain old F-150, but it's not. And I know that it's not because, well, down here there's this thing, and this thing is called an intercooler, which means there's something not stock under this hood. Huh. Very interesting. Look at the stripes. NASCAR official truck. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. What I do know is that this is not your average Ford F-150. So why don't we take a little bit closer look and see what's going on here. I mean, it still looks like a pretty basic F-150. No power seats, no power anything. Cloth seats and just a regular old dashboard with crank windows, manual locks. It's only got 88,000 miles on the odometer. It's a manual transmission. No radio, fuel, boost. Well, that's interesting because these aren't boosted. So, wonder what's going on here. This is another one that I kind of just have to have. It's got hail damage, it does, and that's unfortunate, but hello. Okay, what do we got going on here? So we've got your good old school 4.6. I mean, it's what it looks like to me. Looks like a good old 4.6 with a ProCharger P1SC. How about that? Wonder what the horsepowers are on this. Oh boy, this is some goodies. Now, it's got some spider webs on it, so it looks like this thing's been sitting for a while, but you know, I kind of need to hear this run. Now, I just looked this up, and it's listed as mechanical damage, so yeah, I guess we'll see. That's a little concerning. What mechanical damage could you possibly have when you take a stock 4.6 and you cram a supercharger down its throat? You know, I just wonder what kind of problems you could run into. Looks like we got a two-way. It's kind of broken. I can't hardly see anything on the screen. Does it work? No. We do have lights though. Let's put the key in the ignition. Let's see what it does. Clutch in. Neutral. Yeah. That doesn't sound good. Is there no oil pressure? Oh, it doesn't turn off. It doesn't turn off. I had to use the clutch to stall it. It didn't shut off. Are you... Look, the key's not even in it, guys. I shut the ignition off, took the key out, and it wouldn't stop running. Wow. Okay. Something very wrong with this one. We'll put it back in first gear, and I'm gonna walk away from this one. There is something very wrong with this truck. I'm going to tell you right now, that kind of scared me. I saw that it had no oil pressure. And I was waiting. Sometimes the gauges can be a little slow. I didn't hear any knock, but with that exhaust, it's hard to hear anything. Obviously, I'm not trying to damage it any more than it already is, but you know, I gotta hear it run. So I went to turn it off, and I pulled the key out of the ignition, and it stayed running. And I was like, oh no. Because if this thing really has no oil pressure, this could be the end. Like, if I can't shut it off, what am I gonna do? And how do you shut something like this off? You know what I mean? If it was an automatic, we'd be in big trouble. I'd have to, yeah, I'd have to find the fuse or the relay for the fuel pump and pull it. That's no good. So, unfortunately, I mean, this thing is really cool. Super cool truck. But I don't think this one's gonna be for me. But that's okay, because there's about 1 million other cars sitting out here for us to look at. Much respect to the iron workers. My father-in-law was an iron worker. He's retired. Did it his whole life. Okay, I saw something earlier just walking around the yard, and assuming we don't find anything else, which I already did. We're getting close to it, guys. It's probably the thumbnail. Never mind. Nah. I thought that Z3 was cool, but it's smashed and it's got hail damage. So we'll continue walking on down the row here, and we're getting real close. Yep, we're gonna get to it. We are. Here it is. A Hyundai. No. Look at this. This should be, if I'm not mistaken, a turbo Trans Am. Do you guys remember these? Do you remember these? There should be, I think, like a gauge underneath this cowling right here. No, there's not. It's just forced induction. I thought there was supposed to be a gauge over there somewhere. I haven't seen one of these in forever. And look at this. Metal louvers. Oh my goodness. This car is from Steve Bailey Chevrolet, Yukon, Oklahoma. I don't even know if that still exists anymore. How original. How original. It's still got the honeycomb wheels. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Yeah, it's original. Woo! Oh boy. Breathe deeply. Yep, it's in bad shape. This is really rough. I think the hood's already open for us, so we can probably go check that out. Smashed up little fender. Well, let's just pop the hood and see what... Uh-oh. Come on. Come on, hood hinges are stuck. You just gotta work with them a little bit. You know what I mean? There we go. Well, I was wrong, and I usually am. This is not a turbo Trans Am. This is a Crossfire, probably a 305. Yep, 5.0 liter, 305. Turbo Trans Am. Oh boy. And I said it again. It's not a turbo. It is not a turbo. Okay, let me first start by apologizing, because I know I just offended a lot of people by calling it a turbo Trans Am. I was mistaken. It's been a very long time since I've seen one of these, okay? I'm not an expert. I just enjoy cars. Now, I just called it a turbo Trans Am again because it's hot, guys, and I've been out here for a few hours now, and the heat starts getting to you, and it gets you just a little on the loopy side, you know what I mean? So here's what I'm gonna do. I wanna see if it's got keys, first and foremost, before I waste the time trying to put a jump on it. It's obviously not gonna run. It's obviously not gonna run, but if it doesn't have keys, then there's no point in even trying to crank it, right? Because you can't crank something that doesn't have keys. T-tops, they're not broken, which is kind of crazy. And that, oh no. Yeah, mice have been in here making themselves a little home. No key. That is a crying shame. Truly, that is a shame. I was really wanting to try to at least crank it over. We know it's not gonna run. It's been parked for, well, God knows how long. Uh-oh, is that, it's locked. Locked gas tank, we can't even open that. Yeah, this is that Crossfire injection engine, man. Those things were just, they were awful. Unfortunately, these cars looked really cool, but they didn't really have any guts, you know what I mean? They were all show, no go. They looked mean. You could put exhaust on them, they sound mean, but you know, in stock form, these were not very impressive cars. But man, when's the last time you saw one of these just sitting out somewhere like this? It looks like one of those cars that's in somebody's front yard, and you go up to their door and you ask them how much they want for it. Would they be willing to sell it? They say, nah, I'm gonna fix it one day. And then tree starts growing out from under the hood and everything, and they still won't sell it. That's what it reminds me of, a car that just sat. Someone had good intentions, they just never got around to implementing them. All right, let's continue on and see what we find. I see a nice little Audi sitting right here. Oh, look at this old school. Look at you, from the 80s, 90s. What is this, an old Oldsmobile, like a Regency 98 or something like that? An 89 Olds 98 Regency with 180,000 miles. I know absolutely nobody is interested in one of these anymore. I know. I just had to see it because that's my type of car, man. But this right here, a little Audi S4. I'm always down to check one of these out, although I know it. Oh, dang it, man. That's just my luck. I have an Audi S4, but mine is not a 4-cylinder. Mine is a V8. Oh, this is a V6. Okay, it's got the, what is it, the 3.2? The 3.2 supercharged V6. Now that thing gets it. All right, I'm not gonna lie, that thing gets it. I thought this was a little 2.0T or something. I was like, ugh. On an S4, come on, man. This is decent. Does the door open? Maybe? There we go. Yeah. Oh, I love this interior. Look at this interior. I like this. Diamond stitch seats. Take a look at that. Yeah, too bad it's smashed on the other side. I love my little S4. I just never drive it. It's fun when I do drive it, but it's one of those cars I just never drive. Now here is something that I'm always looking for. Another Impala. This one, no, this one's got extreme hail damage biohazard, which means water probably got inside. It's probably pretty nasty. Oh, yeah, I see. Ooh, oh, wow. Oh, wow. That about knocked me over. That about knocked me over. Are you serious? There's something definite. I didn't see it, but there's definitely something rotting away. Oh, wow. This is disgusting. Okay. Well, hey, if I see an Impala, I just got to look at it, because I'm still looking for an LTZ or Premier Edition Impala. So, you know, I stop and I take a peek at them. I'm looking for one of those that's got like the 20s or 20, what is it, 20 or 21 inch rims. Here's a Lincoln. Used to be a nice Lincoln until somebody crunched into the side of it. And you got a Bronco Sport back here. These things are crazy popular. Everybody loves the Broncos. I don't really get it, but this one, I don't really know what happened to this one, but obviously it was in a gnarly accident. Looks like the powertrain is still intact, but boy, oh boy, they had to cut the roof off of this one. Yep, they came in and they cut the top off to get the people out. Doors were probably stuck closed. That's got to be a terrifying situation to be in. You know, thankfully I've never been in a situation quite like that. Here's an old Jeep. Again, smashed pretty good in the front, so ain't much of a reason to look at this one. However, I saw a couple things. Number one, take a look at this and tell me this thing right here is just not beautiful. Hey, I would buy this for myself. I bet it's wrecked. I'll bet it is. Every time I find something I get excited about, you walk around to the other side and smash. So before I get carried away, let's just look. It's not smashed over here. How bad? How bad? It's not. This one's not smashed. See, this is perfect. It's a long bed. It's a single cab. This is a good looking truck. Old school. Probably got a 5.8 under the hood. Right? I love this. And it's perfect for Monkey Wrench Mike because it's already got OSU on it. See, down here, Central, Southern Oklahoma, we're all about OU, but you get up north and they're all yellow. They're yellow bellies. OSU. This is nice. Forget Mike, this is all mine. I'll drive the heck out of this. Dual tanks. Can I climb up in here? Oh man. Somebody put this nice rubber liner on the floor. 2023 oil change sticker. 91,000 miles, are you kidding me? It's got power. 94,000 miles on the odometer. Oh. Uh-oh. What do you think, dead battery? Lost type all over. It's got minor hail damage. I think it's a dead battery. I'm not giving up on this. Let's pop this hood and let's carefully hop out. This thing is sitting up there a little bit. Oh, I love this. I love it. I'm gonna start collecting all of these old cars and trucks that nobody wants anymore. That's what I'm gonna do. Come on, up. Where's the hood release? There we go. Oh yeah, that battery's nasty. That is nasty. Let me throw a jump on this real quick. It's the 5.0. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with a 5.0. Love the old 5 liters. Yeah, let me put a jump on this, guys. I think this one's gonna run. All right, we put a jump on her. Let's see what she does. I'll bet this one runs. I'll bet it does. Let's be very careful with this door. I don't want to bump into anything. Oh, this is a pretty good sized truck. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it would run. Somebody's already got the air conditioning cranked all the way up too. Does it work? Well, we'll find out. Got an ABS light on, no big deal. Dual tanks. It's got gas in both of them. No joke. In fact, the second tank is full. Wow. Horn? Yeah. Air conditioning, ice cold. No joke. Ice cold. Important window? Yep. Less important window? Yep. Brakes? Yep. Steering. Feels good. Gears. Forward. Backward. What more do you want, man? Oh goodness, this is nice. I could sit in this air conditioning all day. The seat's a little far up. You have to, is that as far back as that goes? Oh wow, that's the steering wheel's like in your stomach. I think there's stuff behind here that's blocking the seat from going back. I really like this truck, guys. Oh, that AC feels so good. Yep, I'm gonna say this one is going on my list. All right, I looked the Ford up and it doesn't exist. So it may already be sold, that's really sad because I really want this truck. Anyway, that's fine. We'll continue on down the road. An Acura TL. This is what I saw. There it is. But I don't know. Well, yeah, it is. I was gonna say it's not that bad. It's kind of rough. Oh yeah, never mind. This one's very rough. All right, I don't think neither Mike nor myself are looking for something quite that rough. Let's continue on. Let's see what else we got out here. There's rows and rows of cars, guys. Like, it just goes on forever. You could walk out here forever. Some of these we've probably already seen before, like this very strange looking vehicle. Nissan Juke, I think is what that is. We've definitely seen that one before. But we're gonna just walk down the row here and we'll see what we see. If there's anything interesting, we'll stop and take a look. Like, look, here we go. Here's a nice red BMW. It's the right color. Let's take a look at it. It's a 2020 is it a 30? 330 Xi all-wheel drive. Why is it here? Well, let's take a look at it and find out. Is it wrecked? Oh yeah. I mean, boy, it sure left like some PPF or something all down the side of it. Yeah, you know what killed this one is there's going to be A-pillar damage. I guarantee you there's A-pillar damage. Yeah, Oh, that's a shame. That's the thing, like I get all excited walking by these cars, and 9 times out of 10, you know, they're smashed pretty good, which makes sense. I mean, it's really a salvage auction. You know, I mean, a lot of cars go through here, and not all of them are salvage, but that's what this is. This is a salvage auction, so you can expect it's going to be mostly salvage cars out here. Oh no, another Mercedes. What is this one? What is this? Is this a little C-Class Mercedes, or is this an E-Class? I think it's an E-Class. It is an E320. I mean, it looks decent. Really, it does. It's not a bad looking car. Inside actually looks pretty good too. I'm just not really looking for a Mercedes. A Cobalt, now that's the move. That's the money. If I could find a Cobalt SS, I would jump on it all day long. Let's continue and see if we find anything. Oh boy. Just as a joke, I'm not serious. Here you go, Monkey Wrench Mike. How about this? A Ford frickin' Ranger. Yeah, that would haul very little. It would haul very little. Another BMW, little 320i. Not really looking for a little BMW. I've got my eye on one, actually. I shouldn't say that I'm not looking. I have my eye on one that I really want. So I'm not really looking for anything else because I'm really hoping I'll be able to get that one. Ooh. Oh, have we seen this one before? Have we seen this one? A 650? 640, 650? What is this? A 645, an 05 645. I keep thinking we've seen this one before. And yeah, yep, we have. Okay. That's a shame. But that's okay because right across the street, I love these cars. I do. I really, really love these cars. So let's go take a look at it. I'm breaking my own rule here. I typically don't walk across the aisle to look at cars. I do things in order. We go through that row and then we come up this row. But I saw this and I can't help it. I gotta take a look at it. Monte Carlo, is it an LS? Yeah. No, it's an SS. It is an SS. Now, the bigger question. I mean, number one, is it wrecked? Number two, does it run? Number three, is this the SS that just has the 3.8? Or is this the SS that has the supercharged 3.8? Because that makes all the difference. Paint job is not a big deal. This has been sitting a long time. They gave it a wash, but it's still got mildew all over the top. It's got hail damage everywhere. Ugh. It's a little rough. It is a little rough. Looks like we got a key. Somebody had to make a key for it because that's sure not a factory key. Let's put the key in the ignition. Just, oh, it's one. Oh, ooh. Didn't sound great, but it's sounding better. Full tank of gas, good voltage, oil pressure is good. You got a check engine light, ABS light, traction control light. All right, well, let's, oh, spider webs all over the window. Let's just pop the hood real quick. Let's see. It's probably just the regular 3.8. I don't think it's the supercharged. Nope, it's not. Which makes it kind of undesirable. It runs like crap. It's really bad. A Revolt $40 battery. I didn't know about this place. Revolt, home of the $40 car battery. How about that? I need to remember this place because I am always needing batteries. This car has been sitting a long time. There's all kinds of crud under the hood. It's got bald tires on the back. This may be like one of the donations. Let me look. Copart Direct. No, it's not a. It's not a donation. The important window works. It's actually starting to run a little bit better. What do you think? Probably a bad transmission. 241,000 miles on the odometer. Are you kidding me? It actually runs decent. Listen to that. And the oil change sticker, 4 of 2023, 238,000 miles. So somebody was recently using it. What do you think the chances are that there's any air conditioning? I'm going to guarantee you there's no air conditioning. Let's put it in gear. Reverse. Backwards, yes. Forward, yes. Steering feels good. Brakes are good. The important window does work. It makes a little bit of noise, but it works. Less important window also works. 427 miles to empty. It's got a sunroof. Look at that. Hey, man. Low coolant level. Yeah, there's no air conditioning, but I didn't expect there to be. I didn't expect the air conditioning was going to work in this. It runs good, though. Let's see how it fires up this time. Ah, that key, man. Come on. It's the GM wiggle. It runs really, really well. It started out pretty rough, but not bad at all now. All right, let's pop the trunk. See what's going on back there. I'm gonna have to put this on the list. I got to. I know it's not supercharged, and yeah, you know, that's okay. That's okay. It's still a classic design, man. I've always wanted the Dale Earnhardt edition. I've always wanted one. Unfortunately, those things go for crazy money these days. It's definitely not a perfect car, and it's not in the best shape, but it does run really nicely now. It runs well, and the transmission goes into gear, so yeah, I'll put it on the list. All right, we're gonna cross the street. I put that on my watch list, so we'll see what happens. We'll cross the street, and if we don't find anything here in just a couple minutes, we'll go ahead and close out the video, but surely there's something. It's got to be something else. All right, they've got so many cool cars, and look, guys, the rows, they just go on and on. Like, I could not possibly, I could spend a whole day out here filming, and I'd never be able to get through all the cars they got out here. Never. That's one of the things I love about this sublot. Plus, there's nobody out here other than the workers. Nobody's out here. Nobody comes and bothers you. You just kind of peruse their inventory at your own pace, and it's kind of nice. It's really nice, actually. I like that Range Rover. That's the Evoque. Is that what they call it, or is it Evoque, Invogue? I don't know. Let's take a look at it just real quick. The Evoque. There we go. I was close. Invogue, Evoque. I don't know. It's Evoque. I like these little things, although I've heard nothing but bad things from people in the comment section. Everybody that comments on these tells me avoid these like the plague. These are horrible vehicles. I don't know. It's a Ford. Are Fords really that bad? I don't know. I don't tend to buy a lot of Fords, so I couldn't tell you. Where's the start button? Let's see. Uh-oh. There we go. Look. How bad could it be? Low coolant level, check engine light, TPMS light. Oh boy, yeah. It could be bad. It smells interesting in here. Service required, yeah. 117,000 miles on the odometer, and it's warning me that my ignition is on. Like I turned the ignition on, and it decided it needed to warn me that my ignition was on. That's great. Climate control, it's like somebody's already got it on full blast, and guess what? Woo! That is not cold air conditioning at all. Yeah, I'm not impressed. This is not something I think I'd really choose to drive. And this one's got me wondering if it didn't run up over something, and there's probably some underlying damage under there because the AC doesn't work and it's showing low coolant. I'm not going to crawl on the ground and look at it though. Here we go. Look at this. Probably got some frame damage. You can see that hook is smashed. It took a direct hit to the frame right there. 2014. Oh, it took a hit in the back too. Never mind. Never mind. I can already see the back end is folded up on it. So no, we'll skip that one as well. That's what I mean, guys. Like, sometimes I do cars individually and only show you the cars, and sometimes I take you with me so you can walk around, because I feel like it gives you a better idea of what's going on out here, like what it's actually like if you were standing here next to me, like you're a friend of mine and we're just walking through the yard together. Ouch. This is exactly what you would see if you were standing here with me and we were walking around. So that's why I do occasionally, not all the time, but occasionally I like to do these videos where it's where it's kind of like you're just walking with me through the yard. I like this Lexus. I love the color. Can you see that on camera? Does that come out? Just the, oh my goodness, look at that. Yeah, that is beautiful. Not really looking for a Lexus either, but you walk over here and you got a Mustang 5.0. See what I mean? They just go on forever, guys. It just goes on forever. I'll be honest with you though, I've been out here for several hours and I'm getting kind of burned out. I'm about ready to go. So I'm gonna walk around this one little section up here that I didn't walk earlier, and maybe we'll find something up here. And if not, then we're gonna get out of here. Oh my goodness, look at this. Oh, it's been so long since I've seen one of these. A Bernie, no, not a Volkswagen Jetta. A Bernie Sanders 2020 sticker. Hot dog. I had not seen one of them in a long time. Black Lives Matter. What does this say? I don't know. I don't know what that says. Birds aren't real? I have no idea. Okay. Oh, we got another 645 over here. I really like these. But again, it's another car that I've heard nothing but bad things about. And this one is very wrecked. Elantras, I think you guys have seen enough Elantras to last a lifetime on the channel. So I don't think we need to do too many of those. Now, you're seeing everything I'm seeing. It's just kind of, Prius, yeah. No, I don't think we need to do a Prius either. Oh, a Jeep Liberty. Why am I excited about that? You guys remember. Some of the OGs that are still around, you remember this. Yeah, one of my very first rebuilds, back when I was actually attempting to rebuild structurally damaged cars. Unfortunately, that did not go well with well, we'll just leave it at that. Let's just say there's a reason that I don't go in and do these. I started my channel really wanting to get in to actually rebuilding cars. I had big ambitions, you know, lots of dreams and goals, but the state stepped in and they really limited what I was able to do. So yeah, a lot of people say, you don't rebuild anything anymore, change your name. I'm not changing my name. Why would I change my name? This is the name that started this channel, took everything to where it is today. I'm not changing the name. I love the name. And even though we may not do like major body damage type of stuff anymore, we do take on quite a bit of mechanically damaged stuff and fix that. And I say, I consider that a rebuild. You know, maybe you do, maybe you don't, but at the end of the day, I say, if you jump into a car that's broken and you put it back together and fix it, well, that's a rebuild, at least in my opinion. And with that, I am getting out of here, guys. It's about that time. They're going to be closing anyway. There's nobody here. There's nobody here. And trust me, you don't want to get locked in to one of these locations. It's not fun getting out. So I'm going to head home. Actually, I got a few errands to run in the city first, but after that, I'm going to head back to the house. We got the SSR. I'm going to throw all my gear in the back here, and we're gonna call it a day. Grab my water bottle, and I think we are good to go, guys. That is a wrap for this video. So do me a favor, if you enjoyed today's video, hit the thumbs up button and let me know. Definitely do this. Drop a comment below and tell me if you like the walking videos where you're actually wandering around a lot with me better than me showing each individual car one at a time. I'm very curious to see if you guys prefer walking with me or looking at just the cars. Basically just getting to the point, getting to each car and getting done with the video. So tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed today's video. Consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.